How do I know what scales to use in any given key, especially when you're jamming or you're playing on stage? And somebody the other day asked this question, and I thought it was a fantastic question because I had a lot of trouble figuring this out early on. And the way to do this is you got to train your ears, play a lot over various different songs and backing tracks. But this is the way I figure it out. So the first thing to do is to find the tonic note. You need to find the root note of whatever track you're playing over and jamming. So I'm going to play a backing track, and we're going to first figure out what the root note is. So I'm going to play some random notes, and you'll see that some of these notes belong to the key, and we need to try and now figure out our way to reach that tonic note. So let's try it out. So this sounds like it's part of the key, but it's not our tonic. Part of the key, out. Part of the key in the scale. This is out. This sounds like home. This is a tonic. Right? And now, because it's on the third string, I can't use that minor pentatonic shape. So I usually move it to the fourth string because I'm just very comfortable with that minor pentatonic shape. And the root note being over here. So as soon as you find the root note, and this typically works in minor keys, and if you're a little bit more advanced, you'll know that, okay, fine, this is the minor key, and I can now, if I'm playing in a major key, I can make it major because I know how to navigate. But since this is a minor backing track, let's work with minor pentatonic and the minor scales. So I reach this root note, and I play the minor pentatonic, I'm in safe territory. Now, if I want to get out of just playing the minor pentatonic and be more melodic, I need to figure out what mode this is, whether it's Aeolian or Dorian, and those are my two options that I work with. And you got to train your ears to do this. So once I played these notes, and I move, and I use the second string as my reference point. And already mentally, I know what a semitone sounds like. So that's what I use to navigate, because I've done it a lot of times. I now know it's Aeolian. Also because I know the shape of Aeolian. If I use Dorian, again with the second string, it's off. So Dorian doesn't work. I know it's Aeolian, and now because I know the rest of the modes, I know exactly where I am. So it's G Dorian. But because we're in a minor key, we want to give that Aeolian flavor. Nice. So let's try this with another backing track, again using D, and let's figure this out. So with this sort of 3 steps: find the root note, find the pentatonic, and then figure out whether it's Aeolian or Dorian. So here's another backing track. So again, we're gonna find the root note. So again, D sounds right. So I'll come back to this minor pentatonic over here. Now I gotta figure out whether it's Aeolian or Dorian. Again, I'm using my ears. I kind of foresee and hear in advance what that semitone is gonna sound like. Sounds right. If I go a whole tone, I'll be in Aeolian. Sound right to me, so I'll go. That sounds cooler. So I'm in Dorian. And since Dorian is the second degree of C major. I know exactly where I am. I can use the Aeolian shape and give the flavor of Dorian. How two very different modes sound also very different over a backing track. So I'd say the starting point is first figure out whether it's Aeolian and Dorian and get very familiar with how the scales sound. So you gotta play them a lot, and then learn the rest of the modes so you can just move freely, right? Fretboard it's all yours. Let's try this with one more track. So this is the tonic to me. This is G sharp, right? Sounds like Aeolian to me. It's a lot more pentatonic, but you can use flavors of Aeolian. So there you go, try it out. Do this over any song that you hear and start training your ears. And that's just the best way to practice it. The more you play, the better you get. And the more your ears get trained and the more you figure things out and experiment. Try this out, all the best.